BBN, Jack Frost. Sup, party people? How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody's having a beautiful day. A couple of things I want to let everybody know real quick before we get started. My apologies, because as you can obviously tell, we're a little bit late to get started today. It was not on purpose. It's never on purpose. It was not on purpose. Couple of things I was taking care of. In addition to that, I want everybody to know that there will not be a morning coffee. I mean, pardon me, there will not be a tonight show tonight. I have a situation that I have to get to. There will not be a tonight show tonight. My apologies. Um, I'm over here. I had closed out all the windows, and I need those windows open. So we got today we have open discussion, and there's a couple of things that I want to talk about, and there's a couple of things I want to get to. Hold on, I'm just taking care of getting everything set up. My apologies once again for not being completely ready. There's a couple of things we want to talk about. There's a couple of things we want to get to. Shout out to Liberty Hazelton. Liberty Hazelton hit me up this morning, and there was something that I saw the other day, but I didn't speak on. And the thing that it was that I saw that I didn't speak on was all of Putin's his whole cabinet. Yeah, they all quit. Like, what the hell is up with that? Like, they got some weirdo shit going on in Russia right now. They got some real weirdo shit going on over there. I personally would look at that particular situation, and you have to ask yourself: is what's going on in Russia right now have anything to do with the situation that happened in Iran? Like, you honestly have to ask yourself that. Anyway, let's get to it. First thing we want to do today, obviously, is we want to give thanks to everybody that donated to the Tonight Show last night. I had to reset the computer. Like, right before we started, I was having a problem with my computer. So I had to reset the computer, right? So I had to, pardon me, not reset. I had to turn the computer off and then back on. So when I turned the computer back on, I forgot that, you know how, like, when you close your computer out, and you turn it back on, sometimes you still got windows open. Yeah, so I didn't realize that. Long story anyway. Screw that. We somewhere else right now. Anyway, first thing I want to do is I want to give thanks to everybody that donated last night. Thanks to G's Up for the $5 drive. James S for the $5 drive, and shout out to DJ Bandana Black hashtag I am Buffalo for the $2 drive. Appreciated you for coming through, my brother. One day me and Bandana Black need to do something together. Maybe maybe I call into his radio show. For everybody that don't know, DJ Bandana Black has a radio show. Maybe I call into his radio show or something. Anyway, let's get to it. Roll call. Wait, what did this person say that got blinked out? Kick him. Kick him all the way out the door. Anybody come here asking about Wildcat interview, we kick him all the way out the door. Bang. We don't want you here. All the way out the door. Don't time them out. All the way out the door. That's the only way to get people to stop doing that. Anyway, shout out to G's Up. How you doing this morning, my brother? He says Jack Frost, BBN Squad. Good morning. Who else we got up in here? John Soto, TZ Fo Sheezy, Shay Lacey, Black Wolf Malik, King Double A Supreme. How you doing? What up, James S? James S says shout out Frost and BBN fam. John Soto. His second comment said, and the BBN chat room, hope and pray for a blessed day for everyone. That's a fact. Yo, real quick, you want to know the easiest way to have positive things happen to you? Pray for others people's success. Want other people to succeed. That's the easiest way to have positive things happen for you in your life. Want other people to succeed. Pray for other people's success, especially those people that are directly around you, that you see every day, that you come in contact with every day. Help other people reach their dreams. That's the easiest way of having positive things happen for you. That's a whole fact. Don't let nobody tell you different. What up, Prince to Amir? How you doing today? What up, Lex BX? What up, Zilla? We got Zilla up in the house. Yo, for everybody that don't know, AK Zilla, Act Zilla, he said I'm not the guy with the he said I'm not the guy with the boxing tickets, I'm the DJ. You funny. Shout out to Axzilla. Axzilla is actually a professional boxer. I went to one of his matches before. He's a good guy. Him and all his people. Shout out to all of them. Appreciate y'all guys. Y'all treated me well when I pulled up in Philly. What up, DTSN? Majesty. Haven't seen you in a while, Majesty. Hope everything is good. Why you said Frost with a question mark? Like, is there beef? I don't understand what's going on. What up, Rastafari? Like he says, what's up, comma, with Frost with a question mark. Like, what happened? Is we good? Like, I don't have no problems with you, homie. We good as far as I'm concerned. Who else we got up here? Julius East Harlem. How you doing, my brother? What up, Carmen Lydia. Also, salute to everybody that's a part of the BBN member. That's a BBN member, part of the first 100. Appreciate you. Who else we got up in here? Deshaun Ragsdale. Shout out to Deshaun Ragsdale. Who else we got up in here? The game is rigged. DZ, how y'all doing this morning? I hope everybody's having a beautiful morning. What up, Kendra Prater? How you doing? What up, New York Nick? What up, Mr. Sex Money? Big hats. We got Mr. Sex Money up in here tonight. Everybody, why don't y'all go sub to Let's Talk About It. They be over there talking about some good stuff. Very entertaining, funny. And the chat is a lot more free over there. There's less rules, so you might be able to get off some stuff. So you wanna enjoy yourself. And he also invites people in the chat to come onto the live frequently and often. So go check out Let's Talk About It TV. Let's talk about it. Pardon me. What up, New York Nick? What up, Miss Juicy Reviews? How you doing today? What up, Midwest Music? Also, today, for everybody that don't know, I'm wearing somebody else's merch today. I'm wearing the Money Mob merch. Shout out to the Money Mob. They're rappers. Els Knows Best. Yo, Jack Frost, I'm in here. I don't know who Els Knows Best is, but shout out to you. Big Hat said it's a brim world. Brim the fuck up. All right, that's what it is. What up, Mum Rod, the living dead? The ever living ain't seen you in a minute. Shout out to you. What up, Real Drone? What up, Rah? How y'all doing? What up, John Becknell? What up? Who else we got up here? Lauren Lee, Sigapon. How you doing, Sigapon? He said Great Awakening. What up, Wheezy Radio show? I also got some things I want to talk about Lil Wayne also, by the way. What up, Cash Roll? Almost missed you, my brother. A couple of things I want to talk about Lil Wayne also today. That's a whole fact. Real quick. I never say this, so I have to start saying this in the beginning of the video. If you want to help the channel, you can donate to the Cash App, the PayPal, or the Super Chat. That's about all I'm gonna say about that. I'm supposed to literally do that, and I never do that. Sigapon, it don't work that way. You can't just come promote your stuff. I'm sorry, but I appreciate you being in here and you could communicate. Usually, if somebody wants to promote something that they have, what they do is they throw a donation. It's usually $5 and up, and then you can promote whatever the thing is that you're trying to promote as in your channel. We don't usually just let things go through for numerous different reasons. Yeah, numerous different reasons. But if you want to promote, that's the way you do it. All right, just respect. I remember you. What up, Brimside? How you doing this morning, my brother? Couple of things we want to talk about this morning, right? But before we get into all of the different things we want to talk about, I want to start when we have open discussions. I want to start doing a quick IG rundown because there's some stuff that I see on IG that I be laughing at by myself, or I be thinking is pretty interesting. That I be like, I gotta show this on the show, and I always forget. So there's a couple of things that I want to show y'all on IG real quick. Couple of things is funny as shit. A couple of them is funny as shit. Yo, check out this lady right here. Yo, this is bugged.
Reached 300 points, which means we're going to sudden death. Give me Logan. Give me Eve. All right. Real simple. There's one question. Only one answer. Whoever gets it, you're playing for $10,000. That's it. Whoever guesses this wins the game. Here we go. Name Popeye's favorite food. Chicken. Oh my God. Show me chicken. Spinach, Jerry.
Yo, what in the hell? Yo, what up, Dice? What up, HBZ? Yo, what in the hell? Like, I'm gonna keep it a stack with you, right? If it was a black person and they said chicken, like, I don't know how I feel. But she was, oh, that's also Canada, by the way. She was crazy confident. She was sure. She was like, chicken. And she started doing her little dance and shit. She was so sure. Oh, man, yo, that was funny as shit. Yo, I saw that. I was rolling. I watched that shit about 5 straight times. I was like, what in the hell? Because I'm busy thinking to myself, like, how did you do that? What up, William Somerville? How's everybody doing today? All right, let's get a little bit more serious. Um, what up, Liberty? A little bit more serious. It's funny as hell though. Yo, they lost 10,000. They lost a chance at $10,000 because of that. By the way, so Popeyes gave them $10,000 worth of food, and now so people are going crazy. Like, yo, like you're gonna like fast food ain't really healthy. I don't care if it's chicken or not. A lot of that stuff is fake or whatever the case is. In moderation, always moderation. But if you got $10,000 worth of the stuff, what? I'll be getting mad biscuits with jelly. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'll be in there for them biscuits with jelly. I'll be in there for that coleslaw. I'm gonna keep it a whole stack with you. That's a hell of. You can't just get chicken. They got some drink over there too. They got like this lemonade stuff at Popeyes now. That shit is banging. Don't let nobody tell you different. Anyway, real quick, I want to talk about this whole Lil Wayne situation. And inside of this Lil Wayne situation, we're talking about rappers right now, just in general, for everybody to understand where we're going with this. I'm just segueing straight over to rappers. We're gonna talk about the Lil Wayne situation. And yeah, the lemonade is crazy. That's a fact, Lauren. What up, Lauren Lease? And we're gonna talk about the Lil Wayne situation. But besides the Lil Wayne situation, what else we're gonna talk about is the Kodak Black situation. And besides the Kodak Black situation, all at the same time, we're also gonna talk about the Tekashi situation. And at the same time, we're going to talk about the NBA young boy. Basically, do y'all see what's happening? Okay, so first of all, let's just keep it a whole stack. Lil Wayne is the godfather of all of these mumble rappers. Even though he doesn't necessarily do mumble rap, Lil Wayne is the godfather of all of these mumble rappers. That's a fact. HBZ, George Zimmerman did not get beat up by Homeboy, so stop it. Shout out to Jonathan Sanchez with the $5 drive, and he's doing the squinty eyes. He's doing the pardon me, the Clint Eastwood. You know how Clint Eastwood got the squinty eyes when he's, in his, 6 shooters and shit. He's doing the squinty eyes. He's like, who gonna match that? Respectfully so, Lil Wayne, even though he doesn't, what he does, I do not consider to be mumble rap. Lil Wayne is basically like the godfather of mumble rap. And even though he's not the godfather of mumble rap because of the music he uses, he is godfather of mumble rap because of his look. We don't have people coming out looking aesthetically like they're looking without Lil Wayne. Let's just give respect to Lil Wayne. I don't necessarily like the way that those people look, but however you look, if you encourage or if you um motivate a whole entire next generation, like people got to give Lil Wayne his respect. You understand what I'm saying? And whenever you give Lil Wayne his respect, oh, Blackout even put the eyes there. Shout out for Blackout Malik. Blackout even put the eyes. He put his Clint Eastwoods on. Okay. Shout out to James S. James S. was like, yo, I'm gonna match that, Jonathan. We ain't doing that over here, homie. You just the BBN. We ain't giving it up like that, homie. So Blackout, man. Yo, Black Wolf put the eyes at everything. Let's get it early. Anyway, that was savage. Um, Lil Wayne encouraged a whole generation. Period. I don't care what you say. He encouraged a whole generation. Um, so I say all that to say this. I am a big proponent that if Lil Wayne didn't promote lean as much as he promoted lean, the problem wouldn't exist today like it exists. Real quick, can we get a show of hands? If you don't feel no way or other about it, don't vote. But let's get a show of hands. Who thinks Lil Wayne, there's a possibility, I'm just saying, that Lil Wayne encouraged a lot of people, a lot of these new rappers to be on lean, to try lean? You think so? You don't think so? The reason why I'm saying this is because before Lil Wayne, lean existed. There was a lot of rappers that was using lean. There was a lot of rappers talking about lean. Lean existed. But Lil Wayne was so big. Little Lean was out before Future. Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne was out before Future. Lil Wayne was pushing lean before Future. So bear with me. We going somewhere with this. Let me see something real quick. Yeah, bear with me. We going somewhere with this. Bear with me. Because there were a lot of rappers. There were a lot of rappers, especially from the South, from places like Houston, Atlanta, I'm guessing, that were promoting, especially in Houston, that were promoting lean. They were promoting lean. That's a whole fact. But it didn't hit like it hit until Lil Wayne was out there with the double and triple cups. Do y'all remember when they used to start seeing the rappers with like the 4 and 5 cups? Remember that? It was a see who could put the most cups, stack the most cups, and drink. Remember that? They was doing that. So that's a fact. Thank you, Prince to Amir. That's my point. There were a lot of rappers bumping lean before Wayne. But after Wayne is when it really hit. It didn't become the go-to drug for hip-hop artists until Wayne. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying nobody used it. I'm saying people did use it. And the fact that people did use it is actually the proof. Is anybody getting lag? I'm curious. Is anybody getting lag? Supreme Duncan says, Future, I would say, pushed it. He named albums after it. It talked about it in every song, tried with a cup. He really. So you don't think Lil Wayne encouraged Future? You don't think Lil Wayne encouraged Future? Because Lil Wayne came first. I didn't say who did it the most. I said who encouraged it. I never said who did it the most. Lil Wayne was out there pumping lean before Future had an album. I probably didn't say it out loud, but I read everything you wrote. Wayne did it to market himself. That's not the point. I'm gonna ignore you. I see you on one today. Just comment. I'm just keep commenting. I see you on one today because Lil Wayne came first. I didn't say who used it the most. You're trying to say that Future encouraged it before Lil Wayne, when Lil Wayne most likely encouraged Future to use it in the first damn place. Daddy Fat Stack said all the rappers was on that shit for real. Pimp rappers, pimps in H Town own use their own girls, started on that lean and heroin. Big facts. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do because we're not gonna have another show like yesterday where I have to spend the entire show repeating myself. We're not having that kind of show no more. That's why I kick people because I don't want to have to keep repeating myself. So I'm gonna say what I've said another time, right? I am not saying that Lil Wayne was the first. I am not saying that Lil Wayne did it the most. I'm saying that my belief is that Lil Wayne encouraged the most people to do it because it wasn't in the forefront of the of our, it wasn't in our culture like that until Lil Wayne proposed it. That's what I'm saying. So if your comment is Lil Wayne wasn't the first, or if your comment is Lil Wayne didn't do it the most, that don't have shit to do with what I'm talking about. And in my opinion, you just talking to try to get me to keep repeating myself over again, and I'm gonna get upset at that. Just so we're clear, we're not having another show like yesterday where I gotta repeat myself a million times. Thank you, DZ. He had the most influence on the culture of that. That's all. Nobody don't gotta apologize. I don't care about apologies. No disrespect. I appreciate your apology. But what I'm saying, you don't gotta apologize. Just do different. You know what I'm saying? Just hold on. Real quick break. Just in life, just in general, apologies is cool. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate apologies. Apologies is cool. But apologies don't mean nothing if you don't do different. When that guy comes home to his old lady and say, "Baby, I'm not gonna cheat no more," and then the next day he goes out with his side piece, that apology didn't mean nothing. So do different. I appreciate the apology, but trolls come in here, do some weirdo shit, apologize for it, and then do it again. That's why I just kick them, and they be like, "Why you kick me?" Yeah, I kick you because I know you're gonna keep doing it. Anyway, um, Sigapon said you are correct. Lil Wayne had the strongest influence on the hood with lean. There was a period of time where Lil Wayne was the biggest rap artist on the planet. What up, Euro? How you doing? Give me 1 second, everybody. I need 1 second. I'm so sorry about that. I need one. My apologies. So I don't know who Daddy Fat Stacks is, but okay. Um, Baba James did. Shout out to Liberty. Oh, shit, gave him shout back out. That's what it is. Get that shit off here. Ah, okay, that's what it is. Um, I'm trying to get somewhere, and if I have to have a 400-hour argument about freaking lean, which it isn't really an argument because I really am actually stating something that is factual, I can never finish the show. We don't get to no points. That's why I kick trolls. Anyway, one of the reasons. There's another reason. Lil Wayne, there was a period in time where Lil Wayne was realistically the biggest rap artist on the planet. I don't care if you like them, don't like them. I don't care what you say. When that Lollipop album came out, that whole, I think it was like a 3-year plan, a 3-year span, maybe a 4-year span, around the time that Lollipop came out, Lil Wayne was about the biggest artist on the planet, and that's I don't think that's debatable. He was putting out the best music. He had to putting out the best music. His swag was on a million. Um, it was just, I mean, shout out to Gilly also, by the way. Gilly was writing for him. So shout out to Gilly. I don't think people, I personally don't think Gilly the King, we call him Gilly the King now. I don't think Gilly the King gets the respect that he deserved, because Wayne was the biggest artist on the planet. I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, and he basically, that whole swag was Gilly's. So, not the dressing, but the other shit with the rap and all that. All right, so let's move on. So you have artists like a Lil Wayne, right? He was extremely influential, period. I knew about lean, but I didn't know how bad it was until Wayne came out with pushing of it. I did not know how bad it was. I didn't know that this was a big problem, a big issue. You understand what I'm saying? I thought it was like any other drug that people use. Oh man, get off of that stuff. I thought it was like that. I didn't know how bad the problem was. Okay, so now we have Lil Wayne, right? So let's transition from Lil Wayne for a second and let's talk about Kodak Black. For everybody that don't know, Kodak Black last year, or this year, well, last year, 2019, Kodak Black is the #1 person with the Treasury having his stuff taken from him as far as U.S. Customs is concerned. He's #1. Kodak Black. #1. He was in Detroit, I believe, and he was going to do a show in New York, and they allegedly, accidentally went into into Canada, and then when they was coming back into Canada, coming back into the U.S., they had to go through customs, and when they went through customs, they had all type of different guns and drugs on them. So that seizure is like the biggest. So hold on. Besides that, Kodak Black was involved in Lean and Pill was taboo in the hoods. Thank you. And up here in the northeast, as far as I know, lean wasn't even a real thing until freaking Wayne came out with it. That's a whole fact. I'm telling you. That's why I don't. That's why you can say what you want. I get it. You in the South. You're saying that these other people made it big because they were big artists down there, but they weren't worldwide global artists. Lil Wayne was a worldwide global artist. Do you understand what I'm saying? Anybody understand what I'm saying? As dope as Pimp C music was, Pimp C was never as big as Lil Wayne. You know what? I'm gonna entertain this because I'm gonna embarrass you. So, who came out first, Lil Wayne or Future? Who came out first, Lil Wayne or Future? Could we get an answer? Who came out first, Lil Wayne or Future? I'm curious. Who you think influenced who? Do you think Future influenced Lil Wayne, or do you think Lil Wayne influenced Future? Who you think influenced who? Do you think Lil Wayne influenced Future? Or do you think Future influenced Lil Wayne? So does it make sense for anybody to think that there's a chance that Future could have influenced more people to use lean, and Future has never been on the level of Lil Wayne? Very few artists, rap artists, ever on the planet, has ever reached the level of Lil Wayne. Ever. Because I'm trying not to kick him because I'm getting tired of him because this is the second day. Very few. Shout out to JJ with the $5 drive. He says lean is to the South what Tim's are to New York is cultural. South been doing lean. Wayne helped mainstream it. That's all I'm saying, JJ. Why in the fuck do this guy keep talking about Future? Why does he keep talking about Future? Oh, he just want to say the opposite of whatever I'm saying. So whatever I'm saying, Supreme Duncan is just gonna say the opposite of it. Okay, not a problem. Supreme Duncan is only here to say that I'm wrong. No, not a problem. I got you. Even though what I'm saying is 100% correct. He's only here to talk about how I'm wrong. No, I got you. I'm gonna need a second. I'm having a problem with my freaking jump off. Hold on. I'm not going through this another day. I swear to God, I'm not going through this another day. Do I got any admins in here? Rio Martinez, can you hit dude with his bags? I'm not going through this no more. I'm not going through this no more with homeboy. I can't have a show. Could we hit Supreme Duncan with his bags, please? I'm not even starting the show. I'm not continuing the show until he's out of here. We're not doing this. This is not gonna be an everyday thing. We are not doing this. We're not doing this. This is not gonna be an every. And we're not doing this. This is not gonna be an everyday thing. Every day you come in here and just say the opposite. Just no matter how wrong you are, you're just gonna argue the opposite of whatever I say. Not a problem. You out of here. Peace. That's it. Anybody else want to go with him? Who the fuck want to deal with that? Every single day, he's just coming here just to say the opposite of whatever I say. Who the fuck want to deal with that? Get out of here. How in the hell are you gonna say that Lil Wayne? How you gonna say Future is more influential to this generation using lean than Lil Wayne? The fuck? Anyway, um, back to what I was talking about Kodak Black real quick. I'm just tired of dude. It's an everyday thing. I'm tired of him. Check this out. So now look at a person like Kodak, right? And I'm talking about a couple of artists, and these artists I'm talking about is for the reason of to understand that the reason why our communities is so toxic is because the people that's encouraging us and the people that are influencing us are toxic. So we have to figure out a way that even if we appreciate the music that these people do, not to allow for them to be able to influence our everyday lives with their drug use, with their misogyny, with their sexism, with their whatever it is that we kind of stop allowing for the music that we're listening to encourage our everyday life. Now look at Kodak Black. Kodak Black had everything. He had everything. He was an extremely talented individual that made good music. Kodak Black was so good at what he did. He helped create a career for Cardi B because Bodak Yellow was something that was a flow and a style that they took from him, that they used. So he helped create a whole career for a whole nother person. And where's he at right now? Locked up. He doing 4. And he gonna get more. Why is he gonna get more? He's gonna get more for a couple of different reasons. One of the main reasons he's gonna get more is because they had a shootout in the projects. At the shootout, the car that was used, he rented. At the shootout, one of the guns that was found there is a gun that he bought legally that was being used. Also at that shootout that nobody's talking about. I don't know why. Somebody also came up dead. His own people. I'm guessing that guy's the one that dropped the gun in the middle of the projects. Everybody know it was him. This dude it's a rat. He's gonna eat time for that. Besides that, he has the guns that he bought illegally. He gonna eat time for that. The feds ain't playing. Besides that, he got the case with that little girl. Not little girl. The girl was of age, but he got the case where he forced himself on a young girl in North Carolina. No. The gun wasn't illegal because he was a felon. The gun was illegal because when he went to go purchase the gun, there's a question on the questionnaire. And it says, are you currently involved in a court case that can give you more than a year in prison? He said no, but that's a lie because in North Carolina, he's involved with that case, North or South Carolina. I think it's North Carolina. He's involved in that case where he's trying to say where he's being accused of raping a female. So he wasn't supposed to put no. He was supposed to put yeah. Then they don't give him the gun. So he lied on a federal application for a firearm. He lied on a federal application for a firearm. He's done. Rio Martinez says, facts, can't support that man. Don't care if he killing fools. We not doing that crazy stuff to our women. He said, y'all don't care if we killing people, man. We not raping our women. We not doing that. That facts. Okay, Stephen Montgomery is just coming in here. And I'm not going to time him out. He's probably back behind. So I'm going to leave him alone. Yeah. So it's a wrap for him. So hold on. Let's move on to another artist real quick. NBA Youngboy. There's a theme here. Just hold on. NBA Youngboy. What is NBA Youngboy in trouble for? A whole litany of things. But I'm not even talking about his court problems. NBA Youngboy keep getting in fights with his own fans at his own show. What kind of music are you putting out that people that love your music is pulling up to your shows and want to fight you? Could we hit Stephen Montgomery with bags, please? Let me create a channel. Oh, now I know what the problem is. Okay, hold on. Good, thank you. Get that guy up out of here. I think that's the other dude trying to come in and do the same bullshit. Anybody come in here again and talk about any of that stuff involved that I kick dude for, just kick him. Just kick him. Anybody ain't come back in and start talking about what the other dude was talking about, just kick him. We don't got time for that. Can we get bags? Yeah, so NBA Youngboy is putting out the type of music that his own fans is pulling up to his concerts. His own fans. is pulling up to his concerts and want to fight. I'm not questioning his music, and I'm not talking bad about his music. NBA YoungBoy's own fans, his own fans, is pulling up to his shows and want to fight him. Last person. There's a reason why I talked about Wayne first. If they clout chasing, they still fans. It's you cool, lazy eyeballs. If they clout chasing, they still fans. If somebody clout chasing off of you, they a fan. You better believe it. Because if they not a fan of yours, they're not gonna clout chase off of you. They're gonna go clout chase off of somebody they think got clout. You feel me? You know, you're not gonna clout chase off of somebody you don't think got clout. That makes sense? Exactly. So if they clout chasing, they fans. Last person. Rio says, NBA never turned down any fades. Gotta respect that. Everyone pulling guns now in these days. Did you try to rap? That's a ball. Yeah, he's not turning down fades, but he should be. Feel me? Okay, so this is what I'm gonna say. I wasn't gonna talk about this, but I'm only saying this because of Rio's comment. When you got the baby, right? So the baby, he got a big ass bodyguard with him. So when people try to pull up, you understand what I'm saying? That's what NBA YoungBoy needs. Look, you don't have a bodyguard because you can't fight. That's not why you get a bodyguard. You don't get a bodyguard because you can't fight. You get a bodyguard because you don't got time for this shit. You think I kick people because I can argue with you all day over nothing? You understand what I'm saying? But I don't have time for that. You might have time for that. I don't have time for that. You know how many people wake up in the morning and can't wait for morning coffee to start so they could come in here and try to argue with me bullshit? Why do you think I hit people with bags? So yeah, we get it. NBA YoungBoy isn't turning down any fades, but the point is, why is your community showing up trying to fight you all the time? You get a bodyguard to avoid lawsuits. That's a fact. You get a bodyguard because you don't want to catch a case. That's a fact. Yo, this frequency shit is real for everybody that don't know. This frequency shit is real. The energy that you let off and then receive, all this shit is real. The reason why people don't do better in life sometimes is because they don't learn how to navigate it or they don't believe that it exists. A lot of times you are going to fail at something and it has nothing to do whether you deserve it or not, but it has everything to do with the energy and the frequency that you put out at that time. You understand what I'm saying? It has everything. You understand what I'm saying? So NBA YoungBoy is calling his community to come fight him. Jimmy who? Jimmy who, Liberty? Yeah, absolutely. What you put out, come back. That's why I'm always telling y'all, don't troll people. Don't do stuff to people. Don't troll people. Don't try to hurt other people's lives. Everything you put out, come back. Don't try to don't try to make people unhappy. Don't try to, things you do are gonna make people unhappy. You understand what I'm saying? Jim Jones. Oh, word? I did not know. Things you do are gonna make people unhappy. Don't get this confused. You're not gonna be able to make everybody happy. That's not the objective. But we don't have to walk around purposely trying to. Every time I see anything that looks like it's shade, I just hit people with their bags. I ain't gonna lie. Karma, that's a fact. So you have people. I'm gonna explain you to something, right? Okay, so there's this dude that I knew, right, when we was younger, right? He was always a dick, right? Me and him did not get along, but I was a dick too, kinda, and I used to make fun of him. All right, I used to, because we used to flame each other. All right, so okay, so this is what it is. You had a person in that particular individual who used to like to flame people that couldn't snap, that they have no, that they shit ain't had no pop. So he'll be flaming people that can't protect themselves. But then when I come around and I start flaming him, now me and him got beef. You understand what I'm saying? And now this dude way bigger than me, bigger than me, bigger than me. You understand what I'm saying? So me and this dude used to have like issues and problems or whatever, and we never really got along ever. You understand what I'm saying? I personally had no issue or nothing like that with him. I don't got no beef with him. To this day, I don't got no beef with him. Friends with him now on IG. But when we was growing up, um, he was just a dick. I don't know no other way to put it. Just found out he's like a couple of years older than me too. I didn't know. I thought we was the same age. Anyway, um, so now I look at like how people lives turn out, and he's doing pretty well for himself. Not for nothing. Not trying to knock. So I'm not. This is no disrespect. This is no shade. But what I'm saying is, you look at a person, you think about what they could have done with the skills and the talents that they had if they would have just had better energy. You understand what I'm saying? If they just wasn't out there doing effery. So please, everybody in here, there's a reason why pardon me, there's a reason why at the end of morning coffee, I always try to encourage people to go out there and do something good, because I want you to have good luck. I want you to have good energy. I want positive things to happen to you in your life. If I wanted negative things to happen to you in your life, I'd walk around trolling you all day, or I'd walk around putting you in bad situations. What up, Brad? No, it's always the intention, not the deed. You're 100% right, Zoe G. It's always the intention. It's always the intention. Liberty Hazelton said they ran down on some guy who caught his girl trifling. Jones just wanted to talk to him, and his guy kept trying to put hands on the dude, and Jim kept pushing him off the guy. Well, his guy got to be on go. Oh, real quick, if you're a bodyguard, you got to be on go. You understand what I'm saying? You got to be on go. You understand what I'm saying? If you're a bodyguard, you have to be on go. The person who body you guarding has to tell you to stand down. If I got somebody and they my bodyguard and I'm not telling them to stand down every once in a while, they not doing their job. We're not talking about that no more, Whitney Hunter. Somebody put Whitney Hunter. We are not talking about that right now. Exactly. Your bodyguard got to be on go. You understand what I'm saying? That's just the way it is. Anyway, hold on. So with NBA YoungBoy, he's putting out the type of energy first, just so we could be clear. Lil Wayne was putting out the type of energy that was causing for people to use drugs. Big rapper. Very highly promoted. Kodak Black was putting out energy just to get people to do stupid shit that made no sense. Right? Listen to his songs. Don't gotta pay. You don't got. That's what he was putting out. Right? NBA YoungBoy is putting out the type of music that is just about fighting whoever's closest to you. I'm guessing. Right? Tekashi was putting out the type of energy that was about gang violence. Let's be honest. He was putting out the type of energy that revolved around gang violence. What do all of these guys have in common? What do all of these guys have in common? Did anybody think they know what all of these guys have in common? Can we get some answers real quick before I tell you what I believe all of these guys got in common? Yeah, shout out this Money Mob. Shout out to these dudes. They rappers and stuff like that. Go check them out. When Lil Wayne was out, who had more influence over the youth than Lil Wayne? When Lil Wayne was popping, who had more influence over the youth than Lil Wayne? I don't think anybody. Kodak Black went a stint where he had more influence over the youth than anybody else. Y'all remember? Kodak Black was influencing the youth at a retarded level. It was literally um um after XXX Tentacion passed away. It was literally 6ix9ine then Kodak Black for the influences of the youth, right? It literally was after XXX Tentacion passed away, influencing of the youth. It was after XXX Tentacion passed away. It was Tekashi, and then it was Kodak Black. You know who I believe was like one of the most streamed rappers last year? NBA YoungBoy, right? These are the guys that's encouraging and motivating our next generation. These are the guys that's encouraging and motivating our next generation. I'm going to say that again. These are the guys that's encouraging our next generation. Lil Wayne just got stopped on the plane, admitted to having a gun, admitted to all of the drugs being his. Does anybody even know why all of that happened? I'm going to tell you why Lil Wayne was able to admit to all of that and then go to the Green Bay game. Because the feds don't want Lil Wayne. Remember when I told y'all the feds didn't want Tekashi and people was making fun of me and laughing at me like I don't know what I'm talking about? Remember when I told people when the whole situation first happened and I told people, I said, yo, look, the feds don't want Tekashi. Tekashi just like collateral damage or whatever. They don't want him. When I told y'all that, why you think Lil Wayne copped out to that guns and those drugs so quick? And he still was able to go to the freaking Green Bay game. Nobody else peeped that? Like, was I the only one that peeped that? Was I the only one that peeped that? Lil Wayne got caught on a plane with a gold gun, drugs, and some money. But I guess he could have the money. But it was pills and I believe weed and a gun on a plane. So that means 9 times out of 10 it was intrastate, which means that it was that's a federal crime, right? What up, Rule? Heroin too, yeah, the pills or whatever. He copped. He said he owned all that. He said all that shit was his. And he still goes to the Green Bay game. Nobody else peeped that? Nobody else peeped that. I'm the only one that seen that. Only one that paid attention to that. They want these rappers to know that if y'all get caught with stuff, we're not going to lock you up. We don't want you. You know, the feds could catch you with a gun and just throw the charge away, right? They don't gotta prosecute you. You know that, right? For everybody that don't know, you can literally break a crime and they could just choose not to prosecute you. They don't have to prosecute you. People think every single time you get caught doing something you're not supposed to do that you have to get prosecuted. You don't have to get prosecuted. They could just choose to throw the case out for whatever the reason. They could just say they just don't want to prosecute you. They don't. They literally. People don't know. They literally don't even have to give a reason. They just give a reason because the public is gonna go crazy. But nobody's gonna be upset if Lil Wayne don't go to jail. You think somebody's gonna be like, "Yo, but why didn't Lil Wayne go to jail?" And they're gonna be upset and try to sue somebody or raise a stink over it. Nobody's gonna do that. They're gonna be like, "Yay, Lil Wayne not in jail. Shout out to the mofo's that helped make that possible." Anybody that's a rapper, they don't want you. You know them dudes you hanging around that's giving you street cred? They want them. They don't want those guys to turn your clean money, to use your clean money to go do crimes with, and then they'll be able to wash their dirty money through you. That's what they don't want. You're a rapper. You go into this place, you go into that place, you're doing shows. Lil Wayne probably doing shows for like 100K. Rio said rappers get charges dropped all the time. People forget Jim Jones was arrested for gun possession and drug possession. Now that case not heard of. People keep thinking Jim Jones snitched. You don't always got to be snitching. You could just, they don't want you. Now the irony of that is now it seems like they want the shit. This is what I'm gonna tell you right now why I don't believe Jim Jones snitched. I'm gonna tell you why I don't believe Jim Jones snitched. Right? I think the shit sounds weird. I don't know what happened. Maybe he just had a good lawyer. But the reason why I don't believe Jim Jones snitches because I sat up in that courtroom and it looked to me like they was just trying to get Jim Jones inside of this case so bad. It looked like it seems to me like the freaking federal government got a hard on for Jim Jones. I don't see them having a hard on for somebody who's an informant for them. Rappers have stated that cops pressed them about other rappers. Yeah, they want to know who might help them with their cases. They're gonna press whoever. Rappers don't get W-4s, so they get to claim basically what they want, like a 1099 situation. In that case, like a 1099 situation. In that case, they easy targets for criminals to have their money washed. It's a fact. Frost, Tori Mosey says, Frost, why do you think the Gunna Crime Stoppers video didn't get covered by mainstream media when they killed 6ix9ine? I don't know what you're asking me right there. I'm not sure what you're asking me. I'm not sure what you're asking me. But that's why they're trying to get these organizations away from these rappers because people are abusing their privilege. You got Seiko Billy music is dope as shit. All right, Seiko Billy got some bangers, right? Bangers. Seiko Billy, Treyway Seiko Billy got some bangers, right? Why don't we see him in more in mainstream media? Why don't we see them promoting him more? He got bangers. If Seiko Billy got promoted, he could be just as big as a lot of these dudes out there. Why we not seeing him get promoted like that? Rio Martinez is called having good lawyers, man. Seiko Billy shit is hard. I don't know what to tell you. Seiko Billy shit is hard. I'm confused with why we don't hear more about him in New York. Be honest with you. This shit is hard. Okay, copy. Tori Mosley, you talking about the video on Crime Stoppers. Tori Mosley says the video on Crime Stoppers showing Gunner snitching on the shooting that happened. Nobody talking about it, but they killed 6ix9ine for snitching. One, I did speak about it over here, and we talked about it. We actually did a video on that. And we had a live morning coffee or tonight show on that, and we discussed it. And I think a lot of people are looking at it differently because he was trying to get his cousin out of jail. His cousin was locked up for a crime that he didn't commit. He's trying to get his cousin out of jail. So I think a lot of people are looking at it like that. Also, I think just the idea of snitching is changing. First of all, see, I'm gonna tell you what the problem with the whole concept of snitching, in my opinion. Right? What up, Dropkill? I'm gonna tell you what the problem with the whole snitching. People calling shit snitching that ain't snitching. An old lady will get mugged. The old lady will call the cops, and people will be like, "Yo, that old chick, she a snitch." You understand what I'm saying? Some lady will get beat up by her husband, and so she'll call the police for protection, and she'll get called a snitch. You get what I'm saying? The whole concept of snitches is just not the same. Snitching is me and you are involved in a crime. I get caught. I implicate you. That's snitching. Snitching is I'm part of a gang. I do street hood stuff. I tell on another dude that's doing street hood stuff because me and him warring. That's snitching. I'm not saying Gunna didn't snitch, but it's hard for me to hold it against him stopping his cousin for going to jail for 20 years for a crime he didn't commit. It's hard for me to be like, because what's next? Y'all know all the same dude. So what's next? That same dude is gonna kill somebody else and you're gonna get pinned? Most gangs that follow protocol don't mess with extortionists. That's a fact, Liberty Hazelton. Wait, why did you say that? Who's the extortionist, Liberty Hazelton? Yeah, they do pick and choose. Yeah, Seiko Billy. I like Seiko Billy. I like his music. I met the dude personally. He's a humble guy. I met the dude personally. He's a humble guy. He's a cool dude. I met him more than once. Oh, first of all, just so we clear, please don't commit no crimes with me. All you gotta do is say you busy. I'm gonna be like, all right. All you gotta do is be like, I'm gonna hit you up and be like, yo, what's up? Yo, I'm about to go pull up. You wanna come through? Nah, I'm busy. All right, cool. I'm not gonna try to ask you questions. I'm not gonna try to find out how you busy. I'm just gonna believe you. Hold on. Don't involve me in any crimes. I want to be involved in zero crimes. I don't want to be involved in no crimes. Because I'm not gonna snitch. And then I'm gonna go to jail. And I don't want to go to jail. So please, I don't want to be involved in no crimes. What up, Nitro? I sat up for a couple of months already for not wanting to snitch on somebody in a whole nother state, not New York, in a different state. I sat up for months because I didn't want to talk on people. So I'm not doing that no more. So I don't want to be involved in no crimes. So we could be cool. Just you do your crimes over there. That's a fact, Retro Young. He said, what's goody for snitching doesn't apply to citizens, it applies to those who follow street rules. But that's my point. You got people calling citizens snitches. You understand what I'm saying? You got people calling average, regular, everyday citizens snitches. How? How? Yeah, I'm not committing no crimes at all. I'm not even hopping a train. I'm not, I don't want to litter. The whole fact, I used to be a litter. I used to litter, right? So I used to date this chick, and she used to be like looking at me all the time, like, "Why you littering?" And then I thought about it to myself, like, "Yeah, I'm part of the problem." She damn right. So I don't litter. I don't litter at all. I'm not well no more, but I don't litter at all. Like, yo, you know what? You're right. I'm part of the problem. I'm over here throwing stuff where and letting stuff this, fall where it lay. Rio said he's breaking all the crimes. Called Chuck. Called Trump. Retro Young said, yeah, they definitely call the average lady on the block a snitch because she might call the cops to protect her safety. That's not snitching. What's to stop them from talk? Oh, calling them a snitch. Yeah. People wanna people wanna commit I'm gonna tell you, what somebody called me a snitch, right? Check this out. BBN is my business. I have to protect the business, right? So we had some people who was just doing some weirdo stuff, right? So I said I might have to go get a cease and desist. A cease and desist is not snitching. That's me protecting my business. But these people tried to make it seem like, so now these same people is running around, going around telling everybody I called the cops on them. The fuck you mean I called the cops on you? I told you that I might have to go get a cease and desist letter. Do you see me on the internet beefing with people? No, I don't want to beef with nobody on the internet. So if anywhere on the internet you hear people saying, yo, Jack Frost is a snitch, they talking about I was gonna go get a cease and desist letter so people would stop lying on my company. And the same mofo now want to be cool with me. Nigga, we could never be cool. Just so we clear on that. We could never, I will literally die first. You couldn't save my life and we be cool. Just so we could be clear. I don't befriend enemies. Ever. Tori Mosey said, Crazy Bone said the labels are allowing gangster rap to thrive because it makes the private prisons rich. Agree. They have meetings between label heads and private prisons. Agree. I agree. 100% agree. 100%. They have a lot of mechanisms out here on purpose. What up, Juno? I haven't seen you in a long time. They have a lot of mechanisms out here on purpose to get us tripped up and caught up. And one of the things that they love doing is allowing people to come out of jail so those people could influence other people to get themselves put in jail. Nitro says facts. People be bothering Frost. Jack quick to shut down any beef talk. I look, there's reasons to have a problem with somebody. There's reasons to beef. Don't get this confused, right? There's reasons. Um, but me personally, me is who I am. I just don't want to deal with it. I got other things I'm trying to do. I'm not living my life based on how I'm gonna disrupt your life. And when you got people like that, like if I have a friend and my friend is always talking about how they're trying to screw somebody else over, I'm gonna move away from them. I don't think I want to deal with you. I don't want that energy around me. No shenanigans. That's a fact, Nitro. What up, Vix? No shenanigans. That's a fact. Yo, look, just on some whole other shit, right? because I wanted to get to the actual conversation about the prisons and why those 4 rappers are where they're at, or why they were where they're at. And that's basically because they are trying to help our kids go to jail. They are trying to help our next generation be stupid. And you want to know the funniest thing out of all of that? Out of all of 4 of those people I named, the only person that I never even heard talk about drugs or use drugs was Tekashi. And he's the most disliked out of all of them. Think about that for a minute. The only person I never heard talk about drugs or use or seen use drugs is Tekashi. And he's the most hated out of all of them. Think about that for a minute. Think about where our culture is. Where people are more upset at you for snitching to possibly save your life. Possibly. Right? And I'm not saying it's okay that he snitched, by the way. I'm not saying that at all. But if you dislike Tekashi for snitching, which you probably should, I'm not saying you should. If you do, you do. How do you not dislike artists that are helping to send our kids down a path of drugs and destruction? Because as much as we love Lil Wayne, that's what he did. As much as we love Lil Wayne, that's what he did. As much as people like Kodak Black, I don't particularly care for him that much, but I do love Lil Wayne. As much as we like Kodak Black, what does Kodak Black push? NBA Youngboy, biggest artist last year, right? What does he push? Okay, Shane Bama. Did you hear what I said? Oh, no, you didn't hear what I said because you're just in here to say the opposite of what I'm saying. We don't even know. He's just saying something. Should we just kick him? We don't know if he was on perks. He might have been on perks, but did you see him use perks? Did you see him talk about perks? Obviously, no, just kick him all the way out the door. He's just coming in here to argue. Kick him all the way out the door. Nah, kick him all the way out the door. Because I never said that the dude did or didn't use drugs. All I said was that he didn't promote them by putting them in his raps or having us see him use them. That's all I said. I didn't say he didn't actually use them. So nah, kick dude all the way out the door. We don't know what any, and just so we could be clear, if he did actually use perks, that's even a bigger deal. So you mean to tell me that he had a drug problem and he hid it from his fans? So he was protecting his fans from his drug problem? I'm gonna take that out of Drake's book. And so you're gonna hold that against him? You're gonna hold that against him? That you're trying to tell me that he actually had a drug problem, right? He had a drug problem, but he kept it away from his fans. He had a drug problem. Yeah, I hit that dude immediately. He had it because that's the same person coming back with different accounts. The same person, Supreme Duncan, same person coming back with different accounts. He gonna come back in here in a minute. He's mad because we kicking all of his accounts. He don't understand. He knows what he's saying is stupid. He just want to hold the show up. He just want every single thing that I say I got to talk about for 20 minutes instead of moving on to the next thing. And how is somebody being a yes man when they're agreeing to a fact? Hold on. Show of hands. Did anybody ever see Tekashi 6ix9ine popping perks? You saw Tekashi 6ix9ine popping perks? You never saw Tekashi 6ix9ine popping perks. Let's both of the questions. Have you ever heard Tekashi 6ix9ine popping perks or talking about popping perks? Yes, you have. No, you haven't. Nobody has. No, none of us. No fans. That's my point. I'm not talking about what somebody doing in their personal life. With somebody doing their personal life when the camera's not around, when we're not around, that's on them. I'm talking about what the public image was, because the public image is what's encouraging the children. Now do you see why dude had to get kicked? He said only thing he does is drink, but very uncommonly, and that's why he's falling down in club when he get drunk. I mean, I don't know. I don't even care. The point is that he's not all of these. Out of all of the three rappers that we out of the four rappers that we named, he's the only one. He's the out of the four rappers that we named, he's the only one that isn't publicly advocating the use of drugs. 6ix9ine didn't use drugs, was getting piss test by probation. See, now I kick dude. Do you see what people do? They come in here and straight up lie, and then when I say that's not true, they say, "Oh, why don't you respect my opinion?" You see what I'm saying? They come in here, they straight up lie, and then when I call them on their lie, they say, "Yo, you can't have an opinion in the BBN." I don't know why I was live dragged with no commercial. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's the Wi-Fi. Maybe it's my connection. Maybe it's your connection. I don't know. Well, hold on. Just so we could be clear, I don't always embarrass people initially or put them on the spot initially. Initially, I ask them about whatever it is that they're saying, and I say, you're wrong." And then they start telling me about how they're not wrong, and about how I'm wrong. At that point, be prepared to be put on the spot and embarrassed. That's a fact. At that point, be prepared for me to say the funniest thing I could think of at the moment. That's a fact. Funniest thing I could think of at the moment. You gonna get it. No Tonight Show tonight. Also, I want to let everybody know there's gonna be no Tonight Show tonight. I have a thing that I have to do. So there will be no Tonight Show tonight. Basically this show, it was an open discussion, and I just basically wanted to talk about what's going on in our culture. How, if you really pay attention, these rappers are not in danger of going to jail unless they're not following protocol. You get it? Unless they have to. Fish Loke says, "You are too quick. You got me when I made an off the cuff comment, and I wasn't prepared." Wayno, people are usually, because people. Okay, this is what you have to understand. My level of knowledge and your level of knowledge is different. So if you know something to be a fact, and me and you were talking about it, and you know the facts of the matter, and I don't know the facts of the matter, all I got is an opinion on it, and we're talking about it, and I'm busy trying to state my opinion, and you're trying to tell me facts, but I'm too ignorant to understand that what you're saying is facts. I'm too stubborn to understand that what you're saying is facts, and I'm only thinking what you're saying is an opinion because I don't respect your intellect. You understand what I'm saying? You got people that come in here that just don't respect me, just in general. So they come in here, and no matter what I say, they're sitting around trying to figure out how to say something the opposite of whatever I say. I kick those people. Period. So that's what the problem actually it is. Problem is a lot of these people just don't got good. They don't have good upbringing. A lot of these people just don't got good upbringing. That's a fact. Listen, look at the way they come in here. They argue their opinion against an actual fact with me, and then they get upset when they get kicked, or they get upset when they get timed out, or they get upset when they told that they're wrong. It's like a little child that you're like, you can't have ice cream for breakfast. And and a little child want to have ice cream for breakfast, but I'm busy telling the child you cannot have ice cream for breakfast. You have to choose something else. But it's a child, so the child can't even comprehend anything. That's why I kick them, because some people are just not intellectually on the level to be able to even be in the conversation that we're in. And they will probably be better off just watching and not talking. No, I think a lot of them just belong to that group of people that want me off of the internet. They don't even want me off of the internet no more for no real reason. They just want me off the internet because they don't have no life. They don't have nothing else going on for them. They can't think about nothing else other than hating BBN. You know, they kids is probably in the back somewhere with shit in their diapers and hungry, and all they doing is they on the computer like this typing to me. What you gonna do? Good point. Anna Cruz said, "How about YNW Melly, who killed two of his homies, but people want him home? Makes no sense." Yeah, keep that dude. Keep that dude all the way. Keep YNW Melly all the way. He killed his homie because his homie disrespected his moms. He had the dude sitting in the front seat, and he shot him. He sat behind him and shot him. But he didn't have the opportunity to have the impact of the individuals that I named. That's why I didn't bring him up. He didn't have the opportunity. He wasn't out here long enough. That's cowardly. What do you mean scummy? That's a coward move. He's not coming home. He's never coming home. They're gonna keep him. He's gonna get life because they also want to put him on the hook for killing a police officer. He's gonna get life. He's never coming home. Don't let nobody trick you. Was what confirmed? They got the forensics. They have the forensics. He's never coming home. He's done. He's done. Kodak Black is gonna be home before him. Kodak Black gonna be home in probably about 20 years. He gonna be home before this dude. This dude is never coming home. This dude is gonna be sitting in jail every single day thinking about that career that he had. Not that he almost had, that he had. Yeah, before the situation happened, a while before the situation happened, it was a cop shooting that happened. A cop got killed. Um, and he was a suspect. They believe he did it. And I believe I think the gun that was used to kill his peoples is the same gun. I'm not 100% sure. No, I just threw out 20 years. I don't know how long Kodak gonna be locked up. Kodak got 4 right now. There's 2 gun charges that he has to go against that he's not gonna be able to get out from under because he actually did it, and there's proof and evidence that he did it. And those are 10 apiece, and I'm not sure if they could run concurrently or not. They might have to run consecutively. If they could run concurrently, then if he gets hit with both of those, then that's just 10 years. But if they have to run if they have to run consecutively, then that's 20 years by itself. So then that's 24 years. And that's not even counting what he might have to do with the young girl in North Carolina. And that's also not counting what might happen with the situation when he came across the with the drugs and the guns back into America. And that's also not talking about the situation that happened when there was a shootout in the projects. So, and the funny thing is, didn't Kodak Black have a song talking about that they want to put him in jail? They want to lock him up? Nah, Kodak, sounded like you wanted to put yourself in jail. Sounded like you wanted to lock yourself up. Looks like Kodak Black was just like, you know what? All of this free life, I don't like it. I like nice small room with some metal bars. It just looks more entertaining. I want to go work somewhere. I want to go live somewhere where everybody wears the same clothes and we only get 3 meals a day. That's what Kodak Black was basically saying. Like, this shit is done. He's finished. Come on now. Yeah, they don't want to see him winning. They want to see him in the penitentiary. What are you talking about? You want to see yourself there. That's a fact. I watched some of the Aaron Hernandez doc. I watched most of the first episode, but I had to get to something. This is what y'all gotta understand, man. These drugs are really messing people up. These drugs are really messing people up. I don't know no other way to say it. These drugs are sincerely messing people up, and they got people thinking weird shit. They got people. One of the main things that drugs, especially marijuana. That's why you got to pay attention. Um, all of these drugs can give you schizophrenia. So, if you are indulging in drugs, there's a good chance that you might get schizophrenia. You might become schizophrenic. So that's why a lot of these rappers is doing what they're doing. They're probably already coming from broken homes or all types of like NBA YoungBoy look like he looks like he's schizophrenic to me. Kodak Black look like he's schizophrenic to me. I mean, that's just me looking from the outside. I mean, what do I know? I'm not an actual psychiatrist or a psychologist. But both of these two dudes look like they got schizophrenia to me. Me looking at their actions. If you're using them drugs, especially if you're hitting them drugs heavy, that's what's gonna happen. And I think that's one of the main reasons why Kodak Black, not Kodak Black, why NBA YoungBoy, fighting his fans all the time. Stay away from sour. Sours, they're putting lean in. I mean, not lean. They're putting fentanyl in sour. Stay away from that sour. They putting fentanyl in sour. Stay away from that sour. That fentanyl will have you hearing shit, seeing shit. I used to work with this dude that used to use K2, right? Sour, that's weed, which weed. It's a type of weed. Um, it's actually a type of weed, but they're taking the sour and they're putting the fentanyl in the sour. Um, I used to work with this dude that used to use K2. I was working for a moving company at the time, right? So I was working for this moving company at the time, one of the biggest moving companies in the Northeast. So dude used to show up every day like this. Then we go work. He can't work. He's weak. He can't lift nothing. We did entire jobs. It was three of us. It was me, it was him, and it was an old man. It was three of us. Me, him. It was three of us. Me, him, old man. Right? Old guy couldn't do that much. And he weak. He can't carry nothing because he all that K2 had him all effed up. So he can't carry nothing. He can't barely move. I used to be doing entire moves by myself. I used to be moving people, entire houses basically by myself. It'd be walk ups by myself because the old guy, he too old, so all he could do is just wrap furniture, and he was good at that. So I'm not knocking him. And the other dude, he was on K2, so he can't. He's fucked up all day. I had to stop working with them. Yeah, I had to stop working with them. I went to dude and I was like, yo, look, man, I can't do all the work every day. The dope part is when people found out that I didn't want to work with them no more, there was people that wanted me to work with them because I'm a good worker. So there was trucks that was like, yo, come work with us. Like there was a lot of people that wanted me to work with them because I go and I work. You understand what I'm saying? Wait, what are you talking about? You know you were doing it or you smoked with someone that had it. I don't know what you're talking about, AKA. Oh, talking to him. I believe K2 might be that shit that little that this dude got on and when he spazzed out. Kodak Black was on when he spazzed out and all that weirdo shit happened. I believe he was on that K2 when he like all that weirdo shit happened. I believe that's when. That's why. He was on something and he gave it to himself. That's all I know. I don't I believe he was on something. I believe he gave it to himself. I think he went into the fucking doctors, the infirmary was like, okay, not a problem. We'll help you, but you got to get on this particular. You got to get on the You have to get on the sign up for the drug treatment. He didn't want to sign up for drug treatment, so they said we can't do nothing for you. So when he left, and he was like, and spazzed out. Fish Milk is funny as shit. Anyway, we're gonna call it a wrap. There is no Tonight Show tonight. I'm so sorry about that. We just have stuff. I just have stuff that I have to get to. Um, Definitely, we want to once again give thanks to everybody who donated yesterday. This is the Morning Coffee Awards for January 15th. That's yesterday. These are all of the people that donated to the channel yesterday. Definitely appreciate y'all. You guys are the best. And I also want to give a special thanks to everybody who's a BBN member. Everybody that's part of the BBN gang. Everybody that's a bag swinger. And everybody that carry bags with bricks in them. I definitely want to say I appreciate you guys. You guys are all the best. Everybody else, I should sign up, become part of the first 100, be one of the BBN originals. That's a whole fact. Tomorrow night. Pardon me, wrong button. Okay, there we go. Bag season. Tomorrow night. For tonight's show tomorrow night, I want to have a guest on, and I wanted it to be one of the people who carry bricks in their bags. So everybody that carry bricks in your bags, contact me if you have a possibility of being available tomorrow night. There's a possibility that you're available for tomorrow night. Contact me. Let's try to link it up. I want you to call in, and I want to talk about the topic with you. Before we go, I want to say I want to give my appreciation to everybody that donated today. Shout out to Jonathan Sanchez with the $5 drive. Shout out to Black Wolf Malik with the $10 drive. Shout out to James S with the $5 drive. And shout out to JJ with the $5 drive. You guys are all appreciated. Let me just make sure I check my phone. No cash apps, no PayPal. So I definitely appreciate everybody that donated today. You guys are the best. What's this? What the heck is this? Why does it look like that? Hold on, let me hit this button. I'm having a whole different issue right now. I don't know what's going on with this computer today. I think I'm just getting flagged like crazy. I'm getting flagged like crazy today. That's why y'all can't stay in here. I think they just kicking people out. It's just getting flagged like crazy. Motherfuckers is just mad. It is what it is. With that being said, I love y'all. Everybody enjoy y'all day. Go out there and be productive, man. Do something productive. No, they just flag me. They don't really got reasons to flag me. They just do it, and they send DDoSs to mess up the channel. There's literally people that they spend their whole entire mornings trying to destroy morning coffee. Like that's what their lives are. So there's nothing I can do about that. Like that's what your life revolves around. Your whole entire life revolves around trying to destroy morning coffee. Like um trying to destroy Jack Frost. Like that's your whole life. Like you don't have. I don't know what to tell you. That's what can I do about that? A DDoS is when they a denial of service. That's when they keep sending, uh, and you flood the network. You understand what I'm saying? So the people can't connect with the channel. Um, People just hate me, man. I mean, there's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing I can do about it. I just, fuck it. Fuck it. What are you gonna do? Anyway, everybody, please go out there and do something positive. Look, um, believe me when I tell you, if I can make it through the day, every day, you can. Believe me. If I could get up every morning, you have no idea the type of hate I have to deal with. If I could do it, you could do it. Alright? Everything's gonna be good. Fucked up shit happens sometime, and that's just what it is. Let's go out there, let's be productive. This is our year. We're gonna put our action, we're gonna put the things that we learned and the skills that we acquired into application this year. We're not waiting. We're not gonna try to figure out anything. We're not gonna give it a couple of months. We're just gonna put our foot on the gas and we're just gonna drive down that street. That's it. That's how we doing it. That's how we giving it up this year. Um, with that being said, I love y'all. Everybody go out there, be productive. Help yourself and your team win. That's the way we gotta do this. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one. I'm out.